Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Romance Nights. We are your hosts, Kolleen.
And I'm Marjorie. Tonight we have social media book influencer Marylife. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course. Let's start by getting to know you as a reader, and then after we'll dive deeper into your social media journey, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Now we'll start simple. What are your favorite types of books to read, whether it be genres or tropes?
I love dark romance. I've been into my dark romance era for like a year now. I started reading fantasy, and then as I read more, I just started like getting like obsessed with dark romance. I think I read Hunting Adeline, and that's it. That's where it started. Yeah.
That's a tough one to start off dark romance. You didn't go light. You went all in.
I know. Somebody suggested it to me. I think my coworker. It was like, oh, you should read this book. It's really good. I started like reading it. I went in blind, and I was like, wow. It's kind of... So, yeah, I read dark romance. I read contemporary romance. I think my favorite right now at the moment is paranormal romance. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. What are your top three favorite tropes?
That's hard. Definitely enemies to lovers. It's my number one. Second is probably second chance romance. This is a little bit controversial, but I love second chance romance. And the third one, I don't know. It's hard. I can't think of anything on the top of my head. Let's see. I like Mafia. Is that considered as a...
Sure, yeah.
I think
genre?
so.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Mafia. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my go-to for when I'm...
I know it is.
I love Mafia.
Yeah, when all else fails, just go for a Mafia book. It'll take you out of a book slump.
Definitely.
Now, do you remember the first book you read that you absolutely fell in love with?
Let's see. I would say God of Fury. Like that's the book where like I picked up, and like first few pages I was just like, oh my god, like this book is gonna be in my heart forever. So, and it's actually like my second romance book, so I haven't like read much of it, but I was just like blown away on how amazing the writing is. So yeah, I think God of Fury lives in my head rent free. It's definitely one of my favorite books of all time.
Now that book, and I don't think this is spoiling anything, is it like, do they both know that they prefer men, or is it like a awakening? That's a question for me.
Yeah, I think Nikolai knows he's bisexual. And Ren is definitely, it's an awakening for him because he preferred girls before he met Nikolai. So, yeah.
That would be interesting. I'm getting through that universe slowly but surely.
You guys haven't read it? Oh my god, it's amazing. No.
Yeah, I'm trying to like follow the reading order, so I'm not just like going back and forth. And I think I just finished, oh my god, Thorn's Duet.
Ooh, I love the Thorns Duet.
Yeah.
That's definitely how you should do it. Like, just follow the reading order. So the experience is so much better.
So aside from reading, do you have any other hobby to help you unwind?
I used to paint a lot. When I was in nursing school, I used to sell pet portraits. like I use acrylic paint and all the stuff. But with
nice.
reading, like my unwinding is just reading. It just takes up all my time. But sometimes I'll pick up like drawing or painting, and I like to watch TV shows too. So
Gotcha.
Now, besides Rena Kent, who is your favorite author? Your one click that no matter what you'll read them.
definitely Katarina Mora. She's a contemporary romance author. Catherine Coles, Anna Wang, probably Jessie Hall too. Her writing is amazing. I love her writing. Moni J. She's a dark romance author too. I still need to get through like her universe. But yeah, those are my favorites on the top of my head right now. And Runix.
No.
Runix, yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
I don't think I've read Runix yet. I don't think I.
Oh, you should. It's so good. Her books is kind of like in a third person point of view. It's a little bit hard to get through at the beginning if you're not used to it, but they're good. Like if you want a good mafia book, the Darkverse series is like one of the best one, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like often like arc read or apply to arc read for anybody or for any authors? Or
I am a mood reader, so I used to when I started. I think I applied to like to arc read 2 books, and I was like so pressured. I feel like the authors doesn't want to pressure you to doing like the arcs and stuff, but for me, I was just like, oh, what if I don't like it? Like, I'm kind of like scared to like do my reviews and stuff. But I only applied arcs for the authors that I've already read before. Like, I know their writing style, that I know that I'm gonna like them. Or like when authors like reach out to me and like tell the blurb of the story, I would read it, and if it's something that I would like, I would say yes. But I don't usually like seek out arcs. Because the last time I applied for an arc, it was like a little bit chaotic with like the Rena Kent God of War. So I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, no,
So,
I totally understand.
Yeah, I feel like usually, and I could be wrong, but in my opinion, sometimes like when people new to like the TikTok social media world, I can speak for myself, we get so involved in like, wait, what's arc reading? And it's like, you're all in. You're signing up for anything and everything. And right?
You get overwhelmed. And I was just like, all the arcs just comes in at once. And I was just like, oh no.
Yeah.
That happened to me before.
True.
Right? I think I did that like at the beginning, and then finally last year I was just like, no, I can't do this. Like, as much as I would love to read all the authors out there, especially like debut authors, I was just like, I can't, because now I'm like stressed. It takes the fun out of reading. And so I think now I barely arc for anybody, but I'm also rereading a bunch of stuff. So
But I feel like also with the arc reading, if it forces you to read something that you wouldn't normally, and then I feel bad. I'm like, well, crap. Now what do I do? Either I DNF it or I have to write a bad review, and then I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. So if it wasn't for you, Marjorie, I wouldn't have been like, you know what, you're right. Shouldn't be doing this, because I was like picking anything. Oh my gosh. Now with you, the select arc reads that you do read for those authors, do you feel like that has helped you build like maybe a personal relationship with them?
I would think so. I think like last year I've only arced 2 books, and one of them is God of War with Rena Kent, and you know how Rena is very like private with her with like her platform and stuff. So for that one, I think so, but
Yeah.
with the other one, I think it was an arc with Catherine Coles, and we did talk a lot with that book. I was like sending her messages like while I was reading the arc. So I think it's a good thing that it builds rapport to like the authors and stuff, especially if you know, like So, but yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. I just started
Yes.
yapping.
No, you're fine. It does. So how did you discover book talk, like specifically?
So I think it was 2022. I was a recent graduate. I graduated nursing school. I got engaged. I got married, and I started a new job as a nurse. So all of it was just like so overwhelming. I needed something like an outlet for me to decompress and stuff. And I think TikTok was a little bit popular. Not a little bit, it was very popular around that time. So I downloaded TikTok, and I can't remember who the influencer was. She suggested Kingdom of the Wicked series. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's like a fantasy YA romance. So I picked up that book, and that's when it started. Like I just started reading and reading. Every time I'm off work, I was just reading. And then my husband was like, why don't you like post like all these books that you're buying? Because oh my god, I bought like 20 books in like a week the first time I picked up a book. And he was like, just start posting, like, so you have like something else to do, because I only work like 3 12-hour shifts as a nurse. So I have like all the time in the world, I guess. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's how it started.
Nice.
Did you
No,
have a
right.
Kindle at the time, or was it you were just?
No.
Oh, I know.
I was one of those person who's like, oh, I'm a physical book girly. I won't buy a Kindle.
Yeah.
I think 6 months into reading, I finally caved and bought it. And I saved so much money, like a lot of money. So,
Are we really
Yeah.
saving money for buying the physical books as well?
I know. True.
I feel
Oh
like
my gosh.
I saved more than, like, because sometimes if I like a book, I would buy a copy to just display.
Yeah.
But my motto in life is to read first on your Kindle, and if you like it, buy the book.
Will you read it again?
I don't reread.
Yeah.
I just like put it as a display on my shelf.
I think that's a good motto to
Yeah.
establish, because I have a big pile of books that I've never read, but because I love the cover, so I was like, oh, yeah,
Especially if
I
the
know.
covers are gorgeous, I would buy it.
yeah.
It's
Oh
bad.
yeah.
Right?
I'm definitely a cover hoe. I'm like, oh, I don't even know what this is about, but I gotta have it.
Right? There are
I think
definitely
I'm like-
times where I bought a book by just looking at the cover.
Well, so illustrated covers are like becoming more popular, and that's what I'm gearing towards to. Like, I'm loving all the illustrated covers, and I was like, stop posting illustrated covers, because I cannot afford to do this. I cannot.
I know. They're so good.
So this got you to start posting on TikTok. Do you remember what your first post was? Was it those books, or like what was your first post?
I think my very first post was like an edit of a fan cast of those characters from that book. I remember, so I posted it on TikTok, and I didn't use like Instagram before. And I think I made an Instagram and made that video, like transferred my video to Instagram, and the author like saw it and liked it. And like when an author like likes your post or like comments, you just like so happy. So I was just like, oh, I like that. So I just started like posting stuff. So
Which author was it?
it was Carrie Mendescalco, so the author of the
Oh, okay, that's right. Yep. Okay.
yeah.
fangirling. I know.
Right.
I love it when the authors like comment or like. I know you get a lot of them, Marjorie.
No, I only get like once in a while, and it's always Jagger calls. So I'm just
Jagger?
like, he did it, and I'm like just texting, like, look, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god, it's the best feeling ever.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like you know how like it's kind of like the same things. Like if you have a favorite actor or actress, you meet them. It's that way, but now it's more like it's just authors. It's like even if you don't know them, it's the same thing. Like
yes.
So I know you said you post on TikTok and then on Instagram. Do you use any other platforms to promote bookish content?
My main account is definitely TikTok. I've been taking Instagram seriously lately. I feel like I've been just so like lazy. But I started posting on YouTube. I only have 2 videos and it's Rena Kent. So I think I'm gonna be posting more author interviews soon. I have one author right now that I'm gonna be interviewing this weekend. So but yeah.
That's exciting.
Just YouTube.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube account? I'll make sure I
it's
follow
just Rat for Life.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh, I also have Threads, but Threads I just like post whatever.
Yeah. It's like the
Twitter.
Oh,
It's like the
I
Twitter.
can't do that. That is like watching trashy reality show TV.
I go there just to lurk. To watch people fight or something.
I do too.
I
mean,
know.
Like one of our book friend will like send me like if there's like a hot topic, and then you're like down to the rabbit hole because you're like reading all the comments and then yeah, and then I'm just like I need to stop because this is like it's like sometimes there are like 300 comments. Like I don't have time to do that really. Like,
I know. I did comment. I went in on someone a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? I got to stop. This has got to stop. It was about the Rena Kent book.
Oh, the special edition.
That one was the special edition. Oh, she went on about, I don't like this author now. I'm never going to read her again. She gives me the ick. And I just was like, no. Your entitlement is showing. And I was just like, keyboard warrior. Did you ever see that meme of Kermit the Frog just like typing crazy? It's like me typing like, no one's making you buy this. Right? Just because I like Louis Vuitton, am I entitled to that too? Like,
no.
I don't know.
That whole week was kind of crazy. So I kind of had to like walk away and like, I was like, getting like really nasty messages from that special edition like book box. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna protect my mental health. So I'm blocking. I started blocking people.
Well, it's unnecessary though. Like, absolutely, you know, it doesn't like whether you like, for example, if you can afford it, go for it, and you like it, buy it. If you can't afford it, okay, well, you know, it is what it is, but it's not for everybody. Like,
no, like what's the difference? Honestly, if someone pays, like, I'll be honest, I've paid well over $1,000 for concert tickets. That's my choice. And why can't someone spend that kind of money on something they want? Like, if it's bookish, it's...
Yeah, I feel like authors need, what do you call that? Because they work really hard to write all these books. And there's also, like, the artists and like the people that made all the special edition happen. That takes hard work. And artists in general doesn't get paid enough already. And like complaining on how much the special edition costs is just like kind of cruel, because those are actual people who are seeing all these comments. And I think I saw like the cover illustrator of the special edition on what do you call that, Threads, and it just breaks my heart like how people are attacking her and stuff. So I think people need to touch some grass on this situation because it's just a little bit crazy.
Well, and artists, like they're gonna be pricey. It's like because it's, you know, like they draw it, like especially illustrators, they draw it, they take their time. It's not like I'm just gonna draw in like 5 minutes and it's done. It's not.
Right.
So
Yeah, and as an artist myself, I used to like paint a lot. I used to paint for a living, and just charging like the people for your work, for your art, it was hard already for us to like make an amount of money to charge people, and like
Yeah.
being downgraded to like for your art is kind of like heartbreaking. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it's out here.
well, now, so you said you started TikTok in 2022. When do you remember about when you started your other platforms? Threads obviously was probably newer
Yeah.
this year, right? Yeah.
I think Instagram was last year.
Oh,
Where
okay.
because I started like posting around the same time I started TikTok, but I deleted most of my posts for like I think a year, because I was in like this whole fandom, which is a little bit toxic. So I got scared, so I deleted my Instagram, and then I came back again like last year. So yeah, and YouTube,
Uh,
I think last month I started YouTube last month.
That's pretty
how's
cool.
YouTube? Like, is
It's
it
hard.
intimidating?
It is like just the editing part was like a little bit too much. That's why I don't do it a lot.
Oh,
But actually, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Like just the uploading process and stuff on the actual YouTube app or whatever platform. But like the editing part of your video is takes a little bit. So
to basically like learn how to edit like videos. Okay. So you currently have 36.2K followers on TikTok and then almost 1,800 on Instagram. How long did it take you to get to that following?
for TikTok, 2 years, I think. I didn't like, I would say like gain a lot of followers like overnight. I definitely posted a lot of videos for me to get to that point. But yeah, it took me 2 years for TikTok, and Instagram is a year. So not much on Instagram. I feel like it's harder to gain more people on Instagram than on TikTok.
Yeah,
I
think
agree with
so.
that.
Like, I cannot figure out the algorithm in there. I'm just like, I'm just gonna post whatever. Just like if somebody sees it, they see it. You know.
I wonder if it's like, do you have to post reels in order to be
I
more
think so.
seen? Yeah.
Someone told me to transfer all my TikTok to Instagram for like my account to get more traction, but I'm just like I'm just so lazy. And I feel like keeping up with like the aesthetics on Instagram was a little bit more, I feel like the pressure is more higher for Instagram. So
Yeah, I get pretty frustrated. I'm like, meh, I can't.
whatever. I'm just gonna post whatever. If they see it, they see it. It's
Right?
like what
Yeah.
Marjorie said.
Yeah. Now, if I was, say, new to the platform, what advice would you give me to help grow my followers?
For TikTok,
Sure, yeah, we'll go with that.
because I don't know for Instagram. For TikTok, I would say post as much as you can. I would say, because when I first started, I post at least once a day, and interact with other creators
Yeah.
is, I think, the most important part. Like build your community, like talk to other people to gain like more support and stuff, I would say. But yeah, I think I just posted whatever book that I was reading, and people really like it when you do like reaction videos. I feel like is one of my most popular one. And sometimes like edits, I feel like I do edits too. So but yeah.
Yeah, do you feel like you get more views when it's your face and like talking or, doing something, not just
Well,
posting
for
pictures?
me, I don't really post a lot of talking videos because I have anxiety. I don't know, it just feels weird, like talking in front of the camera. I think I can count on my fingers the amount of like videos I have that I was
Oh,
talking.
okay.
But the most like engagement I get from the posts I get is when I do like lip syncing from a
Oh,
sound, and I would say also like screenshots from Kindle, like of some of like the scenes of the book that you were reading, like
uh-huh.
does really well for me too. So that's what more I do, and I also I feel like I do like the spicy chapters. Those does really well too. Yeah,
Like the screenshot, or like you tell which chapters have the spicy scenes and stuff.
yeah, like what
Oh,
chapters, like in each book or whatever. So,
okay.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I think I've seen
but
a lot of
yeah,
yours that are like that. And I was like, oh. But then I'm like thinking to myself, like, I don't have time to like write which chapter. Like, because I tried one day and then I was like, I got into the story and it's like, oh, there's like 5 chapters ago. Like, there's so many spicy scenes that I forgot.
oh my
Yeah.
god. Like, there's one book where I was just like, every chapter is like spicy, and I was just like, maybe I should not make a video about this because it's just the whole book.
The
There's
whole,
like
like,
all of it.
The whole book, just all of it. But yeah, I would say that the Kindle screenshots and like with lip syncing audio, like does really well for me.
I always am like, I always admire people when they can lip sync and like it matches and it's like
Hard.
it's really well. It's and I was because I tried it before. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna leave it to the professionals.
I do it
Does
sometimes, but it's got to be real short. Like it can't be a whole spiel. Like it's got to be a couple lines.
Yeah, it has to be less than like 20 seconds for me.
Yeah.
Because
Right? Because I've seen some where like it's a whole paragraph, and I'm like, how did you memorize that? Because
I tried it one
Right.
time and I was like screaming, crying, throwing up at the end because this is not good.
did you like ended up deleting it or just?
Yeah, I did. I did not post it.
Okay. Nobody's gonna see it, I guess. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna put you a little bit on a spot. Okay.
You always
So-
get the tough ones.
I know I get the tough ones, and I'm like, okay. So, book talk, hot topic, PR packages.
Okay.
So, did you like ever, during your book talk journey, did you ever sign up to receive them, or do authors just reach out to you and then send it to you?
I think a little bit of both. If like I really like the author, I would like fight for my life to sign up for that package. Like I don't usually like get it. But if I do, I'm like, oh my god, thank God. Like so. But yeah, I sign up mostly, and then like some I would say new authors would reach out to me, and if it's like something into my alley, I would say yes. But I don't apply as much as I don't know, but I think I should because I get like really overwhelmed sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't get a lot of them like just sent to you, like without like having people like just here you go, just send it.
Yeah, I think it's also because I don't do them a lot. I don't. So, yeah.
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 So do you get some monthly or is it just kind of sporadic?
It's just sporadic.
Yeah.
It's just like whoever like reach out to me, or yeah, or if I
Yeah.
get approved for it and stuff.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, why, like, I understand the idea of PR packages because authors want to get their words out there and, get reviews. But to just take them for the sake of, like, taking them and then, like, not reading them, like, it makes me feel bad because maybe there was somebody who really loves that
Really
author or
loves it.
loves that, who would have enjoyed that book.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I used to
another
do that all the
reason.
time.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's another reason why I don't like apply as much because I feel like some people like deserves it more than me.
Yeah.
So
This is
Aw.
like, it's a nice perspective, like, you know, like getting your perspective on it, because like, so it's nice to see when somebody's like, no, I don't apply all the time unless, you know, it's like
I really,
you're
really like
right.
want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're one of
I
the
know.
lucky ones for Rena Kent, right? Like you got that one, right? Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm,
awesome.
yeah.
Thank goodness.
I'm happy
should have
for
that
you
in
that
a
you
locked
got that.
case.
Blah, blah, blah. What did you say? Sorry.
It's you should keep that in a locked case, you know? Don't let anyone touch it. Don't breathe near it.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm gonna bring it to my grave, I would say.
Just hold it, just hugging it. It's like my one request. My one request. That would be funny though. Yeah, that would be funny because like years down the road, it's like, wait, what was that request? Like,
Yeah.
hey,
It's my prized possession.
okay. I have to ask this: like, do you have like a favorite book in the Rena Kent universe? I mean,
Yeah. God of Fury, but my number one is the Deception trilogy with Adrian and Leah. I don't know if you guys have read it.
Oh, wait. Was she the ballerina? Mm-hmm. That one was the first book, the first series I ever read of hers. I didn't know about this reading order business, and I loved it.
It's my favorite. I would fight for my life for those books. Like
So
I love them so much. That's when I got into, this is a spoiler. Have you like read it?
oh, I'll forget
Marjorie?
spoilers, so it's fine. Go for it.
I'm early on. I think I've read. What did I read? I'm looking.
You just read
What did
Aiden and Elsa's. That's the last
They
one you
were
read.
Okay. Okay.
But no, I think I fell in love with the amnesia trope with those three books. So yeah,
I mean,
Oh, that was the last one I read, right? She couldn't. She didn't remember.
that one has amnesia trope too. Aiden and
Oh.
Elsa's story.
did she have an? I know I read them. I read them, but like I don't remember because the last one.
Or did she?
It's the
Yes, she couldn't remember.
Yeah, from their
Okay.
childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's amnesia. I mean, because who was it? The other duet, the one before Thorns.
The lice do it.
Yeah, that also had an amnesia one.
Yeah, amnesia trope too.
I mean, but she does them really well. It's not like you know, it's
Yeah.
not like randomly get amnesia or anything like that. It
Yeah.
makes sense. And did you say Adrian, right? Is the MMC? Is he your favorite MMC out of all the MMCs?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Adrian is my number one book boyfriend.
Okay. How
I told
about
my husband, like, if we have a child, I would name it Adrian.
Adrian? Is he on board? That's the question.
He's like, no. I was like, okay, I guess.
What? You can put it as a middle name. Sneak it in
Yeah.
there.
Sneak
Yes,
it in,
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but do you have a favorite female main character?
I would say my number one would be Lana Mayers from the Mindfuck series, and Rai Sokolov from the Rena Kent universe.
Yeah.
So-
The twin. Okay.
Yeah,
That's gonna be like next one. But Lana Mayers is really good. I know you don't. It wasn't your favorite series.
It wasn't a 5-star. That was all. That was all.
We always have this
Valid.
conversation.
it's okay.
And I always tell her, it's okay.
What are you reading now?
I'm reading the hockey roman, like dark hockey roman series by C.R. Jane. I'm on the second one.
Okay.
So the first one I think is the Fucking Wrong Number, and then I think the Fucking Wrong Man is the one that I just finished.
Yeah, that's the
I
second
just
book.
got the
Oh
first
no,
one
the fucking wrong guy.
today.
It's Ari, right?
It's good.
Lancaster.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the fucking wrong
yeah.
guy. So,
The wrong guy. I love it.
you know.
I read
So
I read them in 2 days, like the last two
nice.
books.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
they're
didn't.
really
I
good.
almost started it last night, and then I picked. This is so good. This book,
Which one did you pick?
One.
Five Brothers.
Oh,
I haven't.
Penelope.
Did you read it?
I haven't read it, but it's on my TBR, non-ending TBR.
Yeah, I
started
still
it
need
last
to finish Devil's Night series. The last book is still sitting in my shelf. Like, it's just okay. It's not that like I love the whole
Mine too.
series. It's just the female main character in the last one. I'm trying to like her. I guess that's what you would call
There's
it.
a
So,
lot of trauma. So
but you will,
Yeah.
yeah. The Fucking Wrong series is really good. So I've read all of them for now. I'm done with the last one, but you'll enjoy them. So
did you read the novella too? I was contemplating on reading.
the Christmas
novella.
one. I mean, it's more or less kind of like just them as a group kind of thing, like their group chat. It's not all group chats, but yeah, it's pretty
It's
good.
like
It's kind of
British-
like it's very short. I think she released it because everybody was like, "When is the next book coming out? When is the next book coming out?" So she's just like,
Yeah,
"Here you
that's
go, yeah, here you go.
Like,
Let's
again,
just
keep the girlies happy for this one.
right." Well, because everybody was like, "When is this Disney's book coming out? When is Disney's book coming out?" I was like, "Chill, man." Like
Yeah, I'm excited for his book. He seems so fun.
he
So-
is. I mean, Lincoln is my favorite, of course.
Crazy.
Yeah, the
That
craziest out of the
it.
yeah, the craziest, and then Disney, and then Camden. Ari is like he's funny, but I don't know. He seems like he's the sweetest out of the group. I mean, granted, they're not sweet guys, but he's the sweetest.
He's the
I would say,
Is that what it is?
yeah. He's like the he always makes you laugh if he's
It's the golden retriever, definitely.
yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
So you're gonna read Disney's next, or do you have plans to read another book?
Novella,
Girl.
and then
Oh,
yeah, I think I'm gonna read Disney's. I'm buddy reading it with a friend right now, so I'm waiting for her to finish the second book because I read it too fast.
That's what happens when something's so good.
Yeah,
yeah, I know. Like we've tried. I've tried buddy reading with her, and I'm like, I'm still. I think it was like a series, and she's like, I'm already on the second book. I'm like, I'm still on like half of the first book, and I'm like, I feel like I'm so slow. So yeah.
No, I get in the moods, you know. Like I just started this one last night, and I'm on page 300. I can't put it down. So good.
I love good books like that. I was in a slump for like almost a month last month,
Oh.
so I barely read anything. So
And then now you're back.
now I'm back.
Well, let me ask you this. I just thought of this question. And let's say you read a really heavy book, you know, you're like, I don't know if I want to say book slump or book hangover. Do you have a certain book or type of book that you'll pick up for like a palate cleanse, like it's like a reset?
It depends on the book that I just read because sometimes like dark romance, if I read a dark romance and it's really good and I know that it will put me in a slump, I would then pick up a contemporary romance.
Okay.
Like something really light, like no thoughts, just vibes kind of book. Monster romance. I feel like I did that before. Like I was really in a bad slump and I picked up I think The Dragon's Bride and I was just like, yeah, that was good. And then if I read sometimes I would read like angsty books. If I read an angsty book, I would go back to dark romance. So I kind of just like,
Yeah.
interchange them.
Yeah. Have you read White Shoes Romance?
I've read one.
Why?
Walking around.
Which one is that?
Is it by Emily Rath?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the only one that I've been eyeing the Losers Duet for some time now. So I think I might pick that up sometime. So
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you've read
I
it?
heard good.
Yeah. Did you read The Dare? Oh, no. I'm thinking it's the wrong one. Is
Yeah,
it the
no,
wrong
it is.
No,
It is the.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's the Dare first, and then the Losers 1 and 2. Because my best friend has been asking me to read it for like almost 2 years now.
Still haven't
Do
read
it.
it.
It's good. So good.
Yeah,
So-
I need to. It's on my TBR. They're, like all 3 books are on my TBR, and I'm just like, I really need to, but I haven't like really. I think the only White Shoes this year that I read was S. Massery's The Bucking Coach's Daughter.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
That was good too.
I need to continue reading her series. I started the first book and I was like a little bit shooken.
Wait,
So-
which one? The Hockey God?
No,
Oh.
I think so. I can't remember is it Brutal?
Yeah.
Brutal
Okay.
Inside.
So it was Grayson, right? The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like everybody don't. It's a hit and miss on that one. It's either you like him or you don't like him, and I've seen more of people not liking him, so they had to like, okay, I need to get through this book before I can get to. But it's a good, really great series.
Yeah, my best friend has read it and she's like, if you get through the first book, it would be better. So
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
go back to it,
Yeah.
especially now that I'm on my hockey era. I would
yeah.
say.
I feel like they're almost kind of like similar with the Pucking Wrong series. The vibe, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
But you've read Hockey Gods, right? Didn't you?
What a brutal
Brutal
obsession?
Obsession, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I only read that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you get through that book, like that first book, then I feel like,
I think I was pissed off, right?
yeah, you were mad.
Well, it's like a good portion of it.
So
I was like,
just
this guy's ass. I was like, no, I'm never going to like him. And then she texted me and she's like, do you like him? Have you changed your mind? Or whatever you said.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
I mean, he kind of gets redeemed, I guess. Maybe. Like, sort of, you know. Like, all the
Kinda.
morally great characters, kind of, they get, you know. So,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you something, and then now I forgot about it. I was just, like, thinking about it, too, because we were talking about something, and then it triggered me, and then I was like, I asked the White Shoes. There was another one. Okay. Are there any like tropes or genres, I guess, that you avoid, or you just wouldn't even venture to read?
I would say I used to hate like pregnancy trope, but there's like one book that I read that's really good with the pregnancy trope. So, but that's the only book that I picked up since. So I try to like avoid the pregnancy trope as much as I can, or like when the MC tried to taper like the birth controls.
Oh,
Oh,
Like, if I know that that's gonna happen in a book, I usually like avoid that. I think that's it. Or cheating, but
Oh, okay.
Jesse Holt did the cheating book, and I ate that.
that was
up.
okay. That was
Yeah.
okay to me.
I
Patrick
ate-
was a jerk.
Yeah, that was really good.
I
but
got
yeah.
no comment.
I know you didn't really. It wasn't your vibe.
It's not my
Oh, you
vibe,
did
but
Oh my god!
I don't
It's
know.
okay.
It took me a little bit too to get through it, and I was listening to it on audio, and I think a couple times I was like yelling at my speaker, and my son and my husband are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, just leave me alone in my corner over here." So I was just getting like, just break up with him and then go with this guy, since you are obviously having
Right.
yeah. I think
Yeah, I was getting frustrated with her. I was like, "Girl, just leave the man. Like,
right.
just leave."
Just leave him. And I don't know. Is it like just one point of view, if I remember correctly?
To
I think so, and that's.
I mean, I know it was a like
Oh,
dual,
I had it there
like
now. I don't know where it is.
like dual
Yeah,
narrator.
there you go. Oh, do you have sprayed edges? Let me see those edges,
It's
girl.
like the special edition.
Oh, that's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah. Did you send this to me, Marge? I feel like you sent this to me.
Well, it's either that or Kid. It's one of those.
Oh, you did send me Kid. Because I know you sent me one of them. But I think so. It doesn't say on this book. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, it doesn't have like their names.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But I know it's
Either
not
regular-
third person, right? It wasn't third person.
No, God, no. I have you have
Yeah,
to.
it doesn't say on the books.
Oh, it
If
doesn't
it's
say.
like-
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
But
I know
I'm sure.
It's got to be one then. It's
Yeah.
got to be one point of view then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
Or
that's
maybe
what.
like, point of view is like at the end. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because even when you're listening to it, the guy narrator was barely in it.
True. Oh yeah, because it was a Jew.
Oh.
Yeah,
It was
so I was
okay.
just like, I was waiting for the guy. I was like, where is his point of view? Because I always like
Right.
their point of view. Speaking of
Yeah,
that,
I would.
do you like dual or single? I mean, which
Point of
one do you
views.
prefer?
I like dual point of views, but there are like some books that I wish like we don't know their point of views until the end. I would say, but mostly like dual point of views is like one of my favorites.
And then do you read more on first person versus like the third person?
I love first person. The only third person point of view I've read is Runix.
Okay, so doesn't she have a new one coming out?
Yeah, the last book in the series is gonna be out soon. I think October.
Okay. So how many books in total is in that series?
6. Where is it? 4. Yeah. So it's 6 out for now, and then the 7th one's coming out soon.
Oh, okay. 7. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
The
a lot
audios
of-
are really good. I think
Oh.
if you're not a huge fan of like the third point of view, the audios will help.
It's
a lot.
better. Okay. I might try the audio since I think I still have Audible subscription, maybe.
Yeah.
Have either of you listened to? I just finished Carnage. Have you? Stop. I wasn't going to read it. I boycotted it because there was so many mixed reviews, and I was like, forget it. I'm not reading it. And then I read it, and I was so irritated that I listened. I should have just
people?
read it because I loved it. But someone had said to me, you need to listen to the audio because there's some really good scenes in there. And I'm like, she's like, wait, you have to listen to the audio. Have either of you read?
Who narrated it? I listened to the first 3 books of Chantal, and it was so freaking good. Like the audios are amazing. So I'm sure like Carnage would be really good.
I think I'm going to do it.
So the first 3 that you listened, which one is your favorite?
Eddie Hamilton. I will pick it.
He's good.
Ooh, all right, I got to. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it.
So who's your
Eddie Hamilton.
favorite lords out of the 3 that you read?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
It would be Tyson. I love Tyson.
It's always
Yeah, and
Tyson or Ryan. People.
Yeah, definitely not Sin.
Not me.
I love Sin. What are you talking about?
I love him too.
He's the best. I mean, for me,
so much.
I know everybody's scared. They're scared of Sin.
I'm sorry, but Saint's my favorite now.
Who?
Really,
Yes.
I feel like Saint is almost like a teddy bear out of all of them.
She loves the darkest. The darkest.
I know you do.
I do. I do. I mean, every time, Lincoln is the darkest in the Fucking Wrong series, so I went with him. And then Hockey Gods, it's Grayson. That's my favorite. Again, I don't know what that says about me, but it's what it is.
Okay.
You know?
No judgment.
No
No
judgment.
judgment.
I feel like Sorry.
Yeah.
If you read the Legacy of God series, I'm sure you're gonna love Killian Carson.
Okay.
He's like the first book.
Carson is whose kid is he?
So the Lies Do It is his parents.
Okay, so
With
parents, yeah. Asher was
Raina
and Asher.
Asher, yeah.
Okay, so I thought Asher was like unhinged, and then you read Sebastian from Thorns, and I was like, okay, I stand corrected. Those are teddy bears. It's Sebastian. I was just like, oh, we went
Oh
there.
my god! If you think Sebastian is dark, you should read like. I think the darkest one is definitely Killian, with the craziest. But Aiden and Adrian are literally like there, I would say.
Okay. Are they in the mafia side?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The mafia sides are really. It's like her writing on the mafia side is amazing. I would say.
I need to rush through the other ones.
I like love all her mafia and the Empire series. Do not skip it.
It's my next one. It's Sebastian's uncle is the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my next one that I'm gonna read.
I don't have all of the. I have to get them before they don't print them anymore. Because aren't they changing covers?
Yeah, the Legacy of Gods is gonna be out of print soon.
I know. I gotta. You know.
You only have 1 month. I think that's what you posted in your story. 1 month, right? Yeah. You only have 1 month. I got those for my birthday. I told my mom, I was like, this is what I want. Here's the card. All you have to do is pay for it.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I got it from Rena's website. So they're, I don't remember if they're signed or it's
I think it's like the book plates and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's the book plates. Yeah.
Okay.
But I got it from her website. So
yeah, most of my books, my Rena books, are from her website. So. Sometimes they have like a sale, so it's like a little bit cheaper too. So
I need to look into that because I need to start collecting the ones that I've read because I really like them too.
Yeah. I know. I've read the first 3 books in the Royal Elite series, and it was that Rachel Fit box or whatever she got. It was a omnibus, and the writing was like this big. So I was like,
oh no.
But I saw special edition, and it wasn't that expensive. Like, you got a couple of goodies with it too. I think it's Fit Rachel Teach or something. I remember, but she was selling it. I jumped right on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of special edition, do you get a lot of special editions?
I buy them.
I mean, do you get all of the all editions of one book kind of thing?
Yeah. For I think Legacy of Gods, I have 4 different ones right now. It's bad. Like I even bought like the newest like special edition that everyone is freaking out about. I'm broke.
You did? Oh my god! You have to do a video and show everyone.
Right?
I will.
She must get the one. I was like, I told her, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I'm just gonna live through you. Like,
yeah,
you buy it, and then I'll just like live through you.
My husband got it for me for our wedding anniversary. I had to beg, and there's some tears in there.
That's a good husband, though.
Yeah,
that's a good.
That's so nice.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would not be able to afford it.
What, they need to like work extra shifts
on the corner.
I have to like pick up shifts or something.
just to put that. Would you ever consider making this like a career, or is it just a hobby? Like, you know, like would you do like paid reviews kind of thing?
So I don't know if you guys know, but I don't do paid reviews because I have anxiety with like I don't know. I feel like it's hard. I feel like for the book community, at least for me personally, to get paid for like my reviews and stuff, because I feel like it kind of affects my review, even if I like it or not, if I get paid for it.
Right.
There's just like that pressure in my brain that I was like, oh yeah, it's paid. I have to like say good things, or like I have to really like finish this book or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I remember I did one when I first started, and I was like so pressured. I did not enjoy the book.
Oh.
And I had to like, I said like my honest review on the book, and I think I had to sign like an NDA for it that says you only have to like rate the book 3 stars or higher. And since then, I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like new. I didn't know like that's not how it should be, and I signed it, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. I think I got one like that where it was still 3 stars, but I guess they only wanted the 4 and 5s.
Yeah.
So I already posted it and I didn't even realize it that it was in there. And they messaged me, it's like, hey, can you take it down? They asked me
Yeah,
to
I
take
had
it
to
down.
like send them back their money because I did not want it in my page or anything. I didn't even post a review because I'm just like, yeah, I won't be lying to people about this.
No, that makes sense.
Since then, I'm just like, just give me arcs.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll
You're
read
getting
it.
paid, but by books.
I get free books already for arcs, so that's my thing. But to answer your question, I don't think I would make it as a career because I don't think I'm that personable. I don't know. I feel like myself, I'm like, I don't know. I think I just have a lot of anxiety with like posting and stuff. To make it as a living, I feel like it's gonna take the fun out of it for me.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I'm just posting my little silly videos. If I get like, I don't know, more followers, then good. But I don't think I will make it as a career.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing something right. You got
Right?
a good amount of followers.
Right.
So,
But I think
really
your videos are good too. So I always like seeing them when you pop up. But I don't know if you've been have you been posting lately or not really? Okay.
Not a lot because I've been in a book slump and I've been in like a posting slump. There's just a lot of things going on in my personal life, I guess.
Yeah.
Been busy. And I was on like vacation too. So yeah.
Vacations.
that's what it is. It's like when it becomes a chore and you're not enjoying it, it's like you don't even want to do it.
Yeah.
I know.
I think that's it for me. But there's nothing wrong with like making it as a career and stuff. Like if you can do it, like that's amazing. So, but me personally, I am scared.
Aw.
I think your reviews are pretty good and they're honest. Like, I mean, and you don't really spoil much on anything, so just good.
Thank you. I try my best not to spoil like good books.
I think the only time I want to be spoiled is like if I'm 10% in and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this because I went in blind. I'll go and find a review. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can get through this. And I've been getting better at DNFing books.
Yeah, same.
Because before I was just like, I can't DNF it. I started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's another thing for me. If I DNF a book or like I didn't like it, I don't like put a review. I guess. So.
I think the only time I do that is like on Goodreads, but I won't put a star in it. I'll just like, it might.
Oh yeah, I like that they have that option. It's like I don't want to take away from your rating. It's just
Don't put like a star.
Yeah, because Amazon doesn't let you do it. So it's just like, I'll skip Amazon at that point.
Yeah. I wish there's a DNF option in Goodreads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead of just like remove it from my shelves. So
yeah.
So, well, I know you said you had like what do you call that? You were in a book slump. Usually, how many books do you read in a month? If you're not in a book slump.
If I'm not in a book slump, I think the most I've read is like 18 books in like a month. I know it's not much, but for me that was like a lot, especially if I'm working and stuff. But if I'm a book slump, I think I have 1 month where I only read like 4 books, and that's
That's
really
still
bad
good
for
though.
me. So
One a week.
That's
yeah,
still good. You know, you're still reading. Yeah.
yeah. It's I feel like it's hard for me to find like books that I would like now because I feel like I've read them all, like the good ones.
Yeah.
So
Are
but yeah,
there
when I
any?
sorry,
Oh no, go ahead.
no, I just said that if I find one, then like a good series, then I just read them fast if I really
Fast.
like it.
Are there any books that you're looking? Well, besides the Runix one, are there any other books that you're looking forward to this year? The rest of the year.
I would say Katarina Mora's last book is coming out like this month actually,
Oh, okay.
and then Catherine Coles is publishing a new book I think this month too. So those
Okay.
are the my top 3 anticipated reads this year so far. So
Okay.
and then for next year is Rina Ken's new book.
She's shifting. It's
Yeah.
hockey, right? Yeah. Awesome. I'm looking forward
I
to
think
that.
it's like
I'm pretty.
art hockey, like Secret Society. So
Okay.
Oh, okay. That'll be good.
That'll be good. Yeah. And it's a different universe, right? Or like.
it's like yeah. I think it's like start from like book 1,
Okay.
completely
Awesome.
different
That's
world.
gotta be exciting for an author. You know, it's like I get to just start brand new and fresh and build. That's got to be so exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. I'm excited for us.
Right.
I know
I need
it's
to
gonna be
finish.
good. Yeah,
I'm gonna finish them this year, hopefully.
you have
I mean,
a lot
they're
of
pretty
money.
short books.
Yeah.
I think the Legacy of Gods are the longest, but the other ones are really short.
I noticed that, like, because I was looking at the books and comparing them, I was like, oh, okay, like they're thicker. The Legacy of Gods.
Oh, yeah, they are. I just looked. Yeah, I didn't realize
I
that.
think they're like double the amount of words from her other books. So
Well, I mean, if you think about like the duets, if you put them together, I feel like it's gonna be
It's
that
one.
one book. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited. Do you have any other questions for her, Colleen?
No, ma'am. I had fun.
I know.
So,
Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here.
no, thank you for
Yes,
inviting me. Thanks for listening to me yap around.
Oh no, we
No,
learned.
it was
We
good.
learned more about you.
It's helpful. Yeah, it was nice to know. I don't know. We've never like. I think I follow you maybe, but you don't follow me.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm really bad about that.
Put her on the spot.
I'm teasing you.
Uh,
I'm teasing you. That's
I
my
think-
personality.
I will find you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, just fine. I think
No.
I was following you for the longest time, and then finally, I think you followed me last year. That's when we kind
Oh.
of like started talking a little bit. But
Yeah. I am really bad at that. I think people has to message me for me to. So I'm not much on social media. After I post something, I get out of there and then I just like,
Yeah. I do too. Like I used to watch a lot of videos and I post, look through and sometimes I just can't be bothered. I'm not trying to be mean, but
yeah, I'm the same way. Like I'll post something because I have to like I have a alarm clock to like say, hey. You created all these videos. You should post them. So I'll post, and then I'll be like, "Okay, it's done. Bye later."
Oh my God,
and I
you're
don't have
super
them.
nice.
I don't have like a notification on them for TikTok. I turned off my notifications, so I don't receive them unless I go into it. TikTok likes to remind me, you should turn on your notifications. I'm like,
oh, I know.
No, I do
annoying.
that too with Instagram too.
yeah.
So I get anxiety if I see all the notifications. I feel like I have to go through each of them.
Yeah. I usually put it like on the quiet mode at night. So then I'm like, forget about it.
I didn't even know there was one. Like I'll go to message you. I'm like, what's that moon? what is she doing?
I know,
And
it's
then,
just like on silence mode or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay.
But if I know, like, I'm talking to somebody, like, we were chatting the other day, I was like, oh, I'm on night mode. So I'll just, like, I'll leave it open so I'll see if you respond and stuff like that. Because I was just like, I'll forget to take it off sometimes. And I was just like, but I like it because sometimes I'll just, like, remember. It will, by the time I wake up, my phone will be, like, blowing up because of all this stuff. It will says, like, you missed all these notifications. It's like, great. Now I have to, like, look all through it.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
But no, thank you so much for inviting me. This was so much
thank
fun.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for being our guest.
Yeah.
Now, be sure to follow us on all our social media accounts, TikTok, Instagram, and we do have a YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on any episodes. And if you have any authors or any other guests you would like to see, just send us a DM on Instagram or TikTok. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.